City of Jackson Parks, Recreation, Grounds, Cemeteries, Kelli Hoover. Morning, Kelli.
Morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, I watched the Rec Bowl last week. That was cool.
That's awesome. The football program and all the things that you guys do in our partnership is pretty neat, making it special for everybody. And the Rec Bowl is pretty serious underneath the lights. And, you know, someone drove up and they're like, I can't remember who it was, but they're like, I went to a Saturday football and there was cheerleading and football players and announcing in the board. And we couldn't believe it. You know, there was like a, youth program. And I'm like, well, we try to make it as special as we can,
Yeah, and it was neat to hear. Andy and David were talking during the game about all the opportunities the community has with our recreation department and all our parks. And really for a community this size, the variety, the sheer number of opportunities and the low cost is there's probably no place else like this.
No, like if you go outside, we have the Recreation Village. We're actually coming up on our 10-year renewal next year. That is so much bang for your buck. You may be spending $10, a year on your house towards it, and it provides like youth football with a scholarship that we do, the Sean Kelly scholarship. We are able to provide football for free. So kindergarten through sixth graders are coming out to play football for free. We're equipping them. If you went someplace else, you're paying $300 or $400, or you're paying a lower fee, but you have to buy the helmet and the equipment. We're providing that for you. Same with all our youth programs. And I think the thing that I'm proudest of, and your kids also went through it, is that we're a great first-time employer for many youth in this community and college students to have an opportunity. So that money goes right back into like the next generation getting ready to become adults.
Yeah, and they stay with the program. A lot of your employees that started as teenage workers, they grow up into the program. Absolutely.
I had Tommy Davey knocking on my door at Halloween with his little girl, and I remember him being like a 14-year-old soccer ref when I ran soccer. It's really great to see the next generation coming through, and it's been a great experience altogether for me. I've been at the city for 26 years. Obviously I met my husband through a program, recreation program. He came to volunteer. We are a matchmaking service, it seems like. Andrew and Angela met that way. There's a lot of people that meet through the recreation department, but everybody has been touched in one way or another. And our programs, growing up in our programs, working in our programs, we're pretty proud of it, and I think that we do a pretty good job of offering what we've done in the past, but also offering new programs as things come up.
Yeah. And you are seeking the community's input on the master plan for Parks and Rec. And that's a thing that you do on a certain regular basis?
We do it every 5 years. I think this is my third or fourth one. It's a great plan. What it does, it really opens up the community for input, what they're looking for in their community parks and trails. It's the State of Michigan Department of Natural Resources Trust Fund grant and passport grants that we can apply for. You know when you go to get your driver's license and they say, hey, you want your passport on your license so that you can get into state parks. Well, a lot of that accrues money for Parks and Recreation to go and do other things and apply for grants. So that's kind of a great thing because they go right back into your community. And so the trust fund is really how we've done the trails as of recently. We've done a lot of the trails. We just finished one trust fund grant with the 12-foot concrete path from Prospect to West Ave. So this is what happens. We did, many of our park updates have come that way. Many of the projects that we do. So in order to apply for state grant approval, you have to have a 5-year plan in place, and it rejuvenates every 5 years. We've done a lot of park upgrades. We've been really fortunate, a lot of progression over the last few years. We're getting ready to move into some other parks after these are finished. So we're really excited to keep it going.
Yeah, and you got really a lot to take care of, 27 parks?
I think we're at 29 now.
Oh, wow.
29 parks, and then we have our trails, and we're looking to get into some water trails, some boat launches and things like that for canoeing and kayaking. So really trying to add more to what we're doing.
Yeah, that stretch of the MLK Equality Trail from west to Weatherwax, from west to Prospect, right? It's awesome.
Oh yeah. It makes a world of difference. It's completely accessible for anybody to use. There's enough room for you to pass. There's a lot of things going on. We just did the light project there also. That was a trust fund grant where we lit the trail from Prospect to Weatherwax because it was already lit from MLK Center to Prospect. I think you can drive by there at night and look straight down the trail. You can see everything that's going on, and I think that's that was the original portion of the trail that was built 30 some years ago, and so we're just looking to update that. And then we also, we have some trail work we need to do downtown and going east, and so there's some things still on the horizon to be done.
Well, you brought some photos, so let's take a
Yeah.
look. Some of the things you've been up to. What a great
we
shot.
just did a new roof at the rotunda. So we're pretty excited. That's the first probably new roof that we've had in the rotunda. So we've been working on that this summer. We're doing some work out at Sharp Park. We're doing the upgrade to the mini golf. We're redoing the fountain and the rivers. We did the putt-putt greens. We've working on some of the wood projects. So we have some things going on out there. So we're pretty excited about that. And that's one of our newer trails. Although not a trust fund trail, it was part of our Safe Routes to School grant. And it's always nice to be able to link into another master plan when you're asking money from other organizations too, that it's planned out and something that you want to do. That's our Elmdale Trail. It gets a lot of help. Ellis Sharp Playground. You can do playground upgrades. We've done that in the past. Currently, we're writing 2 grants. We're writing a grant for a playground upgrade and pavilion upgrade at the MLK Center at the Howard Woods Complex. And we're also looking to do an addition to the King Center. So we're working on grant work for that too right now.
Yeah, I think I was surprised to hear the King Center playground is as old as it is, but it's due for a redo.
It happens faster than you think, because after this, we really want to get into Exchange, Rotary, Lions, Workers Memorial, and those were redone earlier in my career, and I thought, gosh, is it time already? But then I'm like, yeah, I've been here a long time, so I guess it is.
Wow.
So we're getting ready for those upgrades too.
Mm-hmm. And you have baseball, you brought back baseball.
Mm-hmm. The Alglick Baseball League and Softball League. Pretty proud of that. There's my husband right there, and Andrew Sargent.
Yeah.
I had a great conversation at Jackson High School at a baseball game with Al Glick, and he was like, what are we going to do to make this more accessible to everyone? And I said, it's a great idea. So Chris is like, let's start a camp. And worked with Antonio Parker. We started the Al Glick baseball and softball camp for a couple of years, and then now we have a league. So I'm pretty proud of that. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's really a great program. And they've contributed, the family, Al Glick, and Al wrote a lot to the parks and everything in our community. Well, we'll be talking more about parks in a few minutes. Aaron Dimmick's joining us in a little while. But in the meantime, get those dates on your calendar. Community input is crucial for
Absolutely.
the master plan. And coming up a week from today, right? No,
Tomorrow.
next Wednesday.
A week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Kelli Hoover, Director of the City of Jackson Parks, Recreation, Grounds, and Cemeteries. More with the parks when Aaron Dimmick joins us coming up after these messages.